Hi, it's Steph. Thanks for clicking. This is my 6th update for 50 Shades of Brown. Jessica, Amanda, and Cece created 50 Shades of Pink, and this year the Pantastic Ladies voted that the color should be brown, and the votes are in for next year's color. So I can't tell you what it is, but if you haven't seen it already, you can go into the Pantastic Ladies group and look at the poll results. If you're not a member of the Pantastic Ladies group, you can join. It is a private Facebook group. You just need to ask a couple of questions and you'll be let in. I think they're just checking to make sure you're not trying to sell things because that's against the rules, but you can go ahead and join and look at the poll. And if you have been nervous about this project or just intimidated by the number of products, next year might be your year, you never know, so go ahead and look and see what the color is. For this year, I did bring in all 50 of my brown products at once, and I had 36 of them remaining at the last update. I'm going to go through my list. I have had a goal for the last several months to try to get 4 rollouts every update. I have once again failed at that, but I do have some, and so we're going to start with those. It's not going to take long to get to them. I originally had 7 body care items in this project. I was down to 5 at the last update, and I used 4 of the remaining ones. So starting with the beginning, I have this Milk and Honey Muscle Soak number 18. I hadn't used this yet, but I did use it once in the last month, which brings me to the top of the label where that yellow or gold line is. And so I've used it once. I don't think I have a good idea of how to review it yet. So far, I think it's simply overpriced for an average muscle soak, but we'll find out. I'll use it a few more times and I'll be able to give a better opinion. Next was this Frank Body Coffee Scrub. This is their original scrub in like a special Christmas packaging. I got this in an advent calendar. It has brown writing on it, and also the scrub itself is brown because it's coffee. And so I managed to use this 3 times. I don't care for it. It's one of those scrubs that doesn't really stick to you very well, so half of it just washes down the drain, and I don't like that. It also tells you to rub it on and then let it sit there for a couple of minutes, which I find kind of odd. I'm not sure what that's supposed to do, but that's how I'm using it, and I'm just going to work through this because I don't really like it and I wouldn't buy more of these. And then my first rollout is the Tree Hut Tropic Glow Sugar Scrub. So this is now completely empty. I only had to use it one more time to empty it. I did really like it. I would absolutely buy more of these. This does stick to you very well, which means that you're not wasting so much scrub, and it actually does exfoliate your body. So I really like that. I'd probably experiment with other scents, but this was really nice and I'm glad I finished it. And my second and final rollout is the Tree Hut Tropic Glow Shave Oil. Again, I really like this. I like this better than the foamy stuff that you would spray out of a can. I think it worked a whole lot better, and I thought it was more hydrating, so I would buy more of these. Again, I'd probably experiment with other scents, but this was nice and I'd buy more. I also originally had 7 hair care items in this project. I'd already finished 3, and of the remaining 4, I've used 3 of them. The first is this Maui Moisture Hair Care Heal and Hydrate Shea Butter Shampoo. I've been using this about once a week, and so that's where it is now. So it is still going on. I'm not that worried about it because I'm sure the pace is going to pick up on this later, and I'll explain why when I get there. But I'm using this with the accompanying conditioner, which, yes, is the next item. Here's the Maui Moisture Hair Care Shea Butter Conditioner. So there's where I'm at now. I am just using the shampoo when I use this conditioner, and I'm just using this conditioner once a week right now. At some point it'll probably end up being twice a week, but so far it's going right there. And whenever I manage to get lower in this conditioner, I do tend to use more conditioner than shampoo. I'll start using the shampoo on days when I'm not using it, but for right now I'm just using them together, and so this will be gradual progress. And my last hair care product is this Intelligent Hair Care Grow Gorgeous Intense Thickening Mask. It's a hair mask. I'm about halfway done with it, and so whenever I finish this mask is when I'm going to start using the conditioner twice a week instead of just once a week, because I'm using this once a week instead of the conditioner. I don't really care for the scent. At least I don't like the scent of the product. This does leave a bit of a scent on my hair, and I like the scent it leaves on my hair. I don't think that makes any sense, but it is a softer scent that it leaves behind, but whatever. I'm still using it, and I do like it. It does make my hair nice and soft. It's an effective mask. I'm not sure if it actually thickens your hair or not, but it does make it softer, so I do like it as a hair mask. I originally had 10 skincare items in this project, and I had 6 left. I've used 3 of those. The first is this Bobbi Brown Soothing Cleansing Oil. I'm using this as an evening cleanser, but not every night. I don't know why I don't really care for this. It does work. It doesn't have a scent. It doesn't leave a residue. There's nothing actually wrong with it. it just doesn't really interest me. And so here's where I'm at now. I've used it 7 times in the last month, so I'm gonna keep working on it. I do need to pick up the pace if I want to eventually finish this, but I am using it at least. This is the Bobbi Brown Hydrating Eye Cream. I'm using this every night and I am still working on it. There it is. It is getting lower in there. The cavity in the jar is not the same shape as the jar. So the jar has this odd shape, but the product is just a well straight down. So you don't have to dig it out of odd corners, but there's where it's at right now. And I'm still hoping to finish this in the next 6 months. And my last product is this Hurrah Coconut Lip Balm. This lives in my gym bag, so I'm not using it all the time, but it does get some regular use. And so rolling it up, there's what's left. So there it is. I'm still hoping to finish this in the next 6 months. Whenever my purse lip balm is done, this will become my purse lip balm and it'll get a little bit more use than it is now. So I'm not worried quite yet. I had a total of 4 fragrance items. I've already finished 2 of them and I've used both of the remaining ones. This is the Billie Eilish perfume. This is a sample. There was brown writing on the box. So far I've used this 7 times and there's not a whole lot of progress. I'm really slow with perfumes. Like those little sample things, like I can get like 15 to 20 uses out of them and other people will get like 5. I don't quite understand. But there's where I'm at now. I'm still working on it. It is described as an amber gourmand scent, so it's fall appropriate. I think it's a little bit too sweet for me, so I don't think I'd buy this, but I will use up the sample. This is the Ulta Beauty Energize Essential Oil Blend. I don't think I can make a new mark underneath that gold one. I am using this pretty regularly, so again, slow going with this. It is a roller ball, so I will roll it on my décolleté, and I actually do that before I go to the gym. So there's where I'm at. It's slow going. I don't think I'm gonna finish it, but I'm gonna get as much progress as I can. Nail products. There are 3 nail products in this project and I've used 2 of them in the last month. This is the Essie Expressi Quick Dry Nail Color in the shade Cold Brew Crew. I previously had 2 uses on this. I've used it 1 more time since then, and my goal is to use it 5 times. So I just have 2 more uses to go on this. It is more of a fall color. I actually think I'll meet my goal on this by the next update, so this is still in for now. The other nail item I used are these nail stickers. They're shaped like fall leaves. And so there was a 3rd partial row up here. I did finish that row between 2 uses. So I have a couple more manicures to go. I think I'll have these done not in 1 month, but 2 months, but they will be done this season. So I still have these that I'm working on and my goal is to finish them. I originally had 19 makeup items in this project and I have met my goal on 3 of them already. Of the remaining 16, I used 13 of them. So starting at the top is this Vitamin Enriched Face Base from Bobbi Brown. I'm at that 2nd gold line now. I think this is okay. I know a lot of people really love this product. I just think it's all right. I don't really care for the smell of it, and I think it works fine, but it's not my favorite primer that I've ever used. But I am trying to finish this for this project. Next is the Tarte Tinted BB Cream in the shade Light. Here it is. I did cut it in half, and so I am digging it out in there now. There is still product in it, and I don't want to pull it apart because it's kind of messy. But I am still using this, and I think this will finally be done by the next update. I know I've said that for the last 2 months in a row, but maybe I mean it this time. I had a set of samples of the KVD Serum Foundation, and I've started using those. This is the medium shade, and I've used it once. I'm not sure how many uses I'm going to get out of there, and here's the other 3. I haven't started them yet. I'm not yet sure what I'll do with these darker shades. I could use them as a cream bronzer, or I've thought about trying to make my own tinted moisturizer with them, like by adding moisturizer to them to lighten them up and get them to match me. I haven't decided yet, but I have started using this, and I am trying to finish these. And here's my Lancome Tinty Doll Ultra Wear Foundation. I'm now at that gold line. My goal is to use this 50 times. The last update I had 11 uses, and I'm now at 13. So I'm making gradual progress on this. This is my winter shade, so it is starting to match me a little bit better than it did. It's the shade 115C. And I'm sure I'll get my 50 uses by the end of the project. This is the Mented Skin Silk in the shade Light Tan. It's a loose powder. I can't get this to stop clinging in order to mark it, so sorry. But my goal is to use it 50 times. I had 15 uses at the last update. I've used it 3 more times for a total of 18, so I'm getting there. 32 uses left to go, and I'm still working on it. This is my True and Luscious Angel Eyes Primer. It's in the shade Dark Nude, so it is darker than my skin tone, and I'm only using this for smokier looks. I have the shade Dark Nude because I brought the wrong shade. And so I had 26 uses at the end of the last update. I've used it 6 more times for a total of 32. So I am getting there, and we are in fall, so it is the season of smokier looks, so I'll probably be using this a little bit more often than I was. I'm sure this will be rolling out in a few months. Next, I have two eyeshadows from the same palette. It's my Disney Lilo & Stitch Ohana palette. There are two browns. The first one is Ohana. My goal is to hit pan in there. I still do not have pan. At the last update, I'd used it 13 times. I used it twice more for 15. Still working on it. And the other brown is down here. It's called Bungalow. I'm trying to use that 25 times because it already had pan. And at the last update, I had 12 uses. I've used it twice more for a total of 14. So I still have a few more uses to go on that one, but I have time. This is my Stila Stay All Day waterproof eyeliner in the shade Damsel. I have a goal of using this 25 times. I had used it 14 times at the last update. I've used it twice more for a total of 16. This does not retract, so I don't know how much is left in there, but it is a nice dark brown. It's very creamy. I use it in my waterline. It's actually too creamy for me to use it on my upper lash line. It does tend to transfer, so that's how I'm using it, but it's great in the waterline. Next is my Tarte Amazonian Clay waterproof bronzer in the shade Hotel Heiress. It is a bit dark for me, so I was trying to get more use in it during the summer. I had 40 uses at the last update. I've used it 6 more times, giving me 46, so I just have 4 uses to go. I think this is going to be rolling out next month, but unfortunately, I'm not going to manage to hit side pan. That's okay, I'm still going to get my uses on it. Then I have my Han Skincare Cosmetics 100% Natural Cheek and Lip Tint in the shade Coral Hibiscus. I had 5 uses at the last update, and now I have 6 more, giving me a total of 11. There's the shade. I am trying to finish this. It is rolled all the way up, and you can see the white plastic there. I'm just trying to get it flat with the plastic for the purpose of this project, and wish me luck. I'm still trying to work on that. This is my very old Maybelline Great Wear Lip Liner in the shade Toast. It does still work. It is kind of dry. I got this from my mom. I have no idea when she bought it, but I have 3 uses on it at the last update. I've used it 1 more time for a total of 4. Again, this does not retract, but I'm actually trying to finish it, so I don't know how much is left in here. It's just going to be a surprise as to whether or not I managed to do that. And my last product is my Peri Pura Peri's Tint in the shade Fruity Orange, but the girl's hair is brown. And I'm trying to use this 50 times. At the last update, I had 13 uses. I've used it 4 more times for a total of 17. So there's what it looks like right now. I'm still hoping to get all 50 uses on this, but I don't think that's going to finish it. So my goal is 50 uses, still working on it. So there was my update. I had 2 empties, so that brings me down from 36 shades of brown to 34. So it is getting to be a smaller number. We are at the halfway mark now though, so I'm still short of getting halfway, which would be 25. So that's kind of sad. I feel like I'm lagging behind. But for next month, I am still, once again, going to try to get 4 empties, or 4 goals met anyway. And I'm certain that I'll get at least 2. I'm pretty sure I'll meet my goals on the nail polish here and this bronzer. We'll see if I can come up with another 2. But wish me luck. Good luck with your projects, and I'll see you next month. Bye.